How is homeschool going? Have you added folding props yet, or do you still plan to?
What phone service do we use while traveling the world?
Would you buy from the moorings again?
What's the hardest adjustment to boat life?
At this point, would you do this again?
Would you choose your Leopard 45 again?
Is insurance difficult to get, and how much do you pay? What are your favorite places so far?
We have had quite a few questions on our first year circumnavigating the world, so we thought we would put together this video today with all of our frequently asked questions for everyone to benefit.
And if there's any questions that you have that we don't answer here, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and we'll try to get them answered for you as best we can.
We may start doing that at the end of each video. We'll see.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way. We got what it takes. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
All right, you want to do the first one?
Sure.
These are in no random order, put together in our well-loved leopard hat.
How is homeschool going?
Oh wow, let's start it with a bang.
How is homeschool
How is
going?
homeschool going?
I mean, good. I really don't know how to describe it. It's just, you wake up late. Everyone, I really don't know how to describe it. But it's good. It's good. Getting good grades, all that.
Yep, we passed 6th grade. We're most of the way through 7th grade. She's got an A in pre-algebra.
I should be getting an A+.
Like 95 to 100 every time. He's like fantastic.
We like routines and discipline, and on a boat it's hard to have those routines and discipline, so I think that's maybe, other than that, I think it's good.
Yep.
All right, next. Why are we moving so fast?
Well, we have a very limited time here on the water. We submitted a plan to ourselves for about 4 years to be on the water.
I would say it's budget constraints.
Right. What I mean, but it's budget constraints. You know, we planned for 4 years on the water based on the amount of money that we felt like we wanted to spend on this excursion. And, you know, we have, I think we're doing pretty good.
We have aging parents at home. We have 3 older kids at home who are going to be hopefully graduating from college right about the time we get home. So just a bunch of things. We're not going to see everywhere we go. We understand that. So we're just trying to kind of hit the highlights.
Yep.
All right, next.
Digging deep here. Oh, and it's a big one. Do you still recommend your Highfield CL360 FCT dinghy? Is dragging it onto the beach difficult? I love our dinghy.
Who was opposed to spending $20,000 on a dinghy, do love my family SUV.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, yes, it's a little heavy, and there's some places, there was a beach that Davis and I couldn't get to because it was a little rolly and the beach was steep, and so we weren't able to get the dinghy to the beach. So we had to forego going there. But, you know, all in all, I love our dinghy. It provides us transportation back and forth. It provides a huge platform for us to go snorkeling from. It's comfortable and it's reliable, and I mean, I love it.
Do you love the dinghy?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, next.
Are boat shows worth their cost?
What do you think?
I would say yes.
Why?
Just love boats.
Considering you didn't pay for it.
Oh yeah, but like, I love boats.
So all in all, we believe that boat shows do have a very big benefit to boat owners and boat owners that are getting ready to purchase.
I think especially in the beginning when you don't know what you want and this is a big dream of yours, go get on every boat that you possibly can, because each boat is different, each boat manufacturer is different, and figure out the layout that works best for your family. Because although Leopard 45 is an amazing boat, we've been on some lagoons and I liked that layout better. So go get on any boat you can before you dial into what you want.
And also it gives you an opportunity to look at what's new in the market, what is as far as products for your boat and everything else. So they have boat show deals that you can get. Spinlock usually has great deals.
We saved quite a bit of money buying a lot of our stuff from the boat show when we did.
I mean, honestly, with the hotel and the tickets, we probably got that back well over and just the discounts that we got while we're at the show.
Have you met any other sailing channels? Yes. Before we started this adventure in 2020 at the Miami Boat Show, we met Zatara, the family. We met the Winds. They did a little talk with just catamarans that was really helpful and informative, so we met them. Since we've been out here,
we have met several boats.
We've met Nahoa. We met... What else have we met?
Well, I mean, you guys...
We met Blown Away.
We've been with Blown Away. We're sailing with Machete every now and again when we see them. And...
Sailing Life Warriors has a channel.
Yep. Sailing Life Warriors has their channel.
So, yeah, I mean...
It's very few and far between,
We don't seek them out, but...
No.
We watch far less YouTube now that we're out here actually living this life.
But we do like to catch up on our favorite sailing channels every now and again.
Next.
All right.
30 minutes or less.
What is up with the many lines chafing? Didn't you buy all new lines before leaving the US?
Yes.
Yes, we did. However, we didn't change all the lines out because a lot of the lines were still good when we left the US, and so it is better just to let those lines break and replace them as needed instead of just going out and just buying all new lines, replacing it, and then having to go buy new lines for the new lines because you need spares. So it's very helpful that we went and bought the new lines when we did, and they're still here on the boat. We're actually getting ready to change some out here in New Zealand to continue our journey on to the Indian Ocean.
So we just replace as needed.
Yes.
I'll pick another big one. How did Davis's hands feel after the toxic algae infection in the Marquesas?
How did it feel?
No, how did they heal?
Oh, wait, what?
How did your hands heal? Let's see your hands. Show me your hands.
They're pretty good because it's been, what?
I mean, I'll try to insert a picture if I can find one, but I mean, he looked like a burn victim for 3 to 4 weeks, and I was really worried about his hands, but honestly, let me see the other one.
So this one was, you can kind of still see that.
They've healed really well. Just good. The biggest thing for your medical kit is wound care. Have tons of Band-Aids, wraps, ointments, salves. That's the biggest thing we've encountered.
Yeah, so because it felt weird for 3 to 4 weeks because I couldn't,
You had blisters for 3 weeks.
I know.
But they've healed remarkably well.
I know.
Have you added folding props yet, or do you still plan to?
No.
I swore on that Pacific crossing because our friends were beating us that it was due to their folding props, and we've sailed with them many months since then, and we've beat them a couple times, so it's not all about the folding props. And I think this late in the game, I mean, I know we still have 15,000 more miles to go, but I don't see the return in investment for the folding props at this point in our game.
It's really not. It's one of those things that had we done it at the beginning and we took advantage of it, but I also feel that since we're on this circumnavigation, we're in places where you can't get parts readily. I kind of really like having the fixed props just because of the fact that there's a lot less that can go wrong with a fixed prop than a folding prop or a feathering prop. That's a bunch of moving parts down there that can break off, and it has happened to other boats, and so
just mitigate your risks.
Yes.
All right. Was it yours?
Yes.
Okay.
What are your favorite places so far? Your favorite place.
What's
your favorite place?
It's really hard. Counting here?
Can I guess for Davis? I'm gonna say Musket Cove or Georgetown.
Yeah, because it had the most kids.
Which Georgetown? Because there's 2.
Georgetown, Bahamas.
Okay.
Or you can say something else.
Can I say here?
Say wherever.
Okay.
Whangarei, because there's a playground right there. There's shops right there, and there's like museums all right here.
Whangarei is pretty amazing. I would say mine, it's probably going to shock you. New Zealand, definitely. Absolutely love New Zealand. Hands down, I'm so glad that we have this opportunity to come here, because we were totally going to skip New Zealand, and I am so glad that our path, we got to come here. I liked Fiji. I didn't like the Yasawa Islands in Fiji, and I will tell you, the end of my social battery and the end of my comfort zone, and I needed a decent grocery store. I was at my wit's end in Yasawa Islands in Fiji. I was losing my mind. But now that I've been tanked up on civilization again, like, I feel like we could go back to Fiji and do the Lao group, and I'd be completely happy. I think I had been uncomfortable for so many months at that point, and then when McKenna had parents' weekend and I wasn't there,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't like Yasawa. Where's your favorite place?
My favorite place, honestly, I love the Marquesas. The Marquesas has, honestly, we've seen, in Fiji there was mountains and stuff that we got to go walk on and everything, but just the Marquesas was just absolutely incredible.
Strike it. I would say Marquesas over Fiji.
I told Shannon when we got there, I was like, I could live in Hiva-Oa. I really
wait. You like the Marquesas, the societies. I like Moorea, Tahaha, Bora Bora, and Wahine. Those are my favorite in all of French Polynesia.
Yeah. So.
All right.
What phone service do we use while traveling the world? How do we get internet at sea? Okay, I can answer this one.
So how do we get? What phone service do we use?
So we use the T-Mobile business plan, which you can get around the world, but it's 25 cents or less or more around the world. Depends on where you're at.
So because I have a business and we have a T-Mobile business plan, before we actually started this, I did some research and found out that T-Mobile actually covers over 230 something odd countries around the world. So as we're traveling, we don't have to go into a country and buy SIM cards or anything like that.
We've not had to buy one SIM card yet.
Our phones work for the most part once we get to these islands. There's some places that have a little bit of spotty coverage, but all in all, we've been able to use our phones pretty much anywhere.
T-Mobile business.
T-Mobile business.
Bam.
No, hold on. And Starlink, we use at sea, but it is $2 per gigabyte. So
it's very expensive at sea.
Yeah.
However, we do have, once you get to shore, it's a lot less, so we tend to
Switch it over. All right. Would you buy from the moorings again?
Yes.
I would say yes. It was headache up front. We've heard from multiple people that have bought since then. They've changed some of their ways. So yeah, I think we got a good value for our boat. Our boat was well shaken down. So when we bought it, we knew the potential issues. We fixed those things, and we've had a pretty solid boat ever since. I would say our boat has broken less than some of the newer boats that are out here.
Absolutely. One of the Leopard 45s that we travel with, they just had some standing rigging that is cracked. They have to get replaced in the next couple of weeks here before they start sailing.
Just get a good survey on any boat that you get.
Yes. Least favorite place so far? Wow. What is your least favorite?
Panama.
Panama?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really care for Tonga. I enjoyed swimming with the humpback whales, but other than that, it's beautiful. But as far as we were only there for 2 to 3 weeks, but
yeah, I'll change mine to Tonga.
I didn't care so much for Tonga.
I forgot about Tonga.
Honestly, I've really enjoyed just about every single country we've seen, just because I love the fact that I get to see some place new. But I would say my least favorite probably would have been
Quickly, dude.
I don't know. I really don't. I really can't.
Rob is a positive person, if you guys haven't noticed, and will find the silver lining in any place he goes. So,
but I guess my least favorite place probably would have been, I would say, Panama as well, just because of the fact of we were just stuck there for a whole month, where that could have been spent hanging out in French Polynesia or somewhere a lot nicer. So
Okay. Is insurance...
Look,
okay,
Dad can do this
That's
one.
Dad.
Is insurance difficult to get, and how much do you pay?
I can...
Well, insurance is a challenge, and it's becoming even more of a challenge the further we get into this. You know, as more hurricanes and cyclones hit populated areas that have a lot of boats, carriers are backing out left and right, and the choices are getting few and far between as far as what kind of insurance or who's going to actually insure your boat. There are a few options right now. We're actually getting ready to come up on a renewal for ours, and it's currently we have Velos, which is not the greatest in the world, but you know, again, it's few and far between and hard to get. So
And expensive.
You're gonna pay anywhere between
What do we pay?
3 to 5% of your boat value. Currently, we're paying about $11,000 per year for our insurance.
Which is a stinking lot of money.
Yeah.
What? Are you divvying them out per?
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
I don't know how to...
Oh, does Shannon scuba dive? Yes, Shannon scuba dives. I got certified before we left. Had my first ever panic attack scuba diving in 2014 for the first time. I don't enjoy it. I have problems clearing my left ear. I ruptured my eardrum on my last dive of my scuba certification, and ever since then, every time I go down, I have trouble with my ear. So, I do, but I haven't found my happy place scuba diving yet.
Well, we did go diving. Where was that?
Dove a few places.
Nukahiva,
Wahine,
Wahine,
Opal.
and in Opal, yeah, she went down, and we actually went together with some other buddy boats, and Shannon and I kind of broke off, let them kind of do their thing, and we just kind of floated around and did our thing, and I think she did really well. You know, I really did.
Just, you know, I like to breathe.
So, what was your sailing experience prior to this boat?
What was your sailing experience
Speak
prior
up,
to this
dude.
boat?
So, oh, I have it. We did sailing camp. We had owned the Catalina, the Hunter. I think that was it.
So we sailed, we knew we were going to do this. We sold our power boat. We bought a 34-foot, 36-foot Hunter sailboat, and we bought it and Rob repaired almost everything in that boat and sailed it from Tampa, Florida, all the way around to Miami, sailed it to the Bahamas, and then back up to St. Augustine. So that was our learning boat. And then we sold that. We got a trailer sailor, which we refinished that completely fiberglass, did a lot of work with that one. Sold that one, got an inflatable, kind of like a Hobie Cat, but it was
It's a mini cat.
it's a mini cat. Super, super, super fun boat.
Yeah, if you don't have a lot of space, but you want to get a little catamaran sailboat to go sailing,
That's a fun little-
look into a mini cat. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, who's next?
That's Dad.
Dad. Oh,
What's the hardest adjustment to boat life? Nothing. Just kidding. The hardest adjustment, I guess, would be that not being able to just go take a walk, I guess. You know, being on a boat is tough, and, you know, especially when you're at sea and you can't get off the boat, it can be a little rough. For me, I don't mind it so much. I grew up on boats. I grew up shrimping and stuff, so getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, spending all day on a boat out on the ocean and stuff, it's something that's in my blood, and I enjoy this. Some people don't.
well, this is just a complete antithesis from what our life was on life. So it's a complete lifestyle change on every single aspect, and I think that's been the hardest thing, because I liked my comfort zone. I shopped at the same grocery store, drove the same way to work, and here on a boat, it's never the same. You don't go to the same grocery store twice. You're constantly looking for a dinghy dock. Where do you leave your dinghy? Where do you go to the grocery store? Where do you get fuel? Where do you check in? Where do you do immigration? Every day is a new challenge, and I just feel like that's kind of exhausting.
It is, and I mean, in different countries, you know, in Panama, there was not one store that had everything we needed, you know, like a Walmart or Home Depot or anything. You had to go to 7-8 different stores to get everything that you...
So it's just learning to change.
It is. What about you?
What about you?
What was the hardest thing about being on a boat? Your friends?
Yeah, it's like you get new friends almost every place you go. So it's
But you miss your other friends too.
oh yeah. I spent most of the time we were at home at one of my best friend's house.
He did, actually.
All right. At this point, would you do this again?
Absolutely. This has been a great experience and a wonderful time with my family, and I would turn around and do it all over again just because of the fact of there is no other opportunity that you're going to get besides doing something like this to see what we have seen, to experience what we've experienced, and to the hardships, the good times, everything. It's been just a fulfilling experience for me. Would you do it again?
Maybe. I would wish we could have done this when all of our kids were between the ages of 5 and 10. I think that's the ideal time, and I wish we had all our entire family out here doing this. I feel like it's hard because we're split between Davis being on the boat and our other 3 kids being in the United States, and that's hard as a mom.
What else?
But yeah, I mean, it's an incredible life. If you don't like your view off the back of the boat, just move to another anchorage. And
if you don't like your
neighbor, pick up anchor and move. You know, it's nice. Would you do it again?
No.
It's funny, he says that now, but we've met tons of people who have, actually, we just met a waitress here at one of the restaurants. She's American. She sailed with her family when she was like 10 or 12 years old, and she complained the whole time, she said, but now she looks back and she's like, I had the most incredible time when I was with my family.
So she's trying to give Davis a pep talk and say, enjoy these times because you're going to look back and really, really cherish them. But.
Yep.
All right. Oh, this is you.
As the moorings reach out to us or offered to buy or threatened us to delete our buying process from the moorings review video.
No.
We haven't talked to the moorings. Have you talked to the moorings?
I actually have talked to the moorings several times, but it's because I have given them actually sales leads.
We've sent them several people that have purchased boats from the moorings,
Yes.
but no one's reached out to us.
No.
They don't care. We are not a big YouTube channel. They don't care about us.
Oh, I'll do this one.
Okay.
Would you choose your Leopard 45 again? Yes.
Yeah?
Well, yes.
What do you like best about the Leopard 45?
Just the room space. Because I've been on
You was on Kairos, you've been on
Yeah.
other boats.
I would say I still love my Leopard. However, I think there's things that I would change, and I've been on other boats since that I like their layouts better. So,
Owner's version, of course.
oh, buy an
Yes.
owner's version if you're going to circumnavigate the world with your wife. just do it and make her happy and have a nice bathroom.
We have plenty of storage space that we could just had the owner's version and not worried about the front storage area that we have
Yeah.
now. So yeah.
There's plenty of storage space on this boat, but you don't need to sacrifice the comfort
and living space.
because there's only so much separation you can have on a boat. I mean, our main area is the salon area. Since we've redone this back area, we like this area much better. But you know, it's nice every now and again, or on a 34-day passage, to have your own space. So,
And it's tough because, like, you know, passage, you know, you actually kind of lose one area because you really can't go out onto the front area and sit down in the front cockpit just because you may get
waves are
soaked.
coming over the bow.
All right, and last but not least, this is one for Shannon.
Oh, yay.
How do you live without AC?
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, living in Florida, and when we were in the marinas in Florida and living at the dock in Florida, I would not have lived without AC. However, being out here, you just have your hatches open. You're on anchor, you're pointed into the wind, so you always have this nice breeze coming through. So,
Especially here in New Zealand, I mean, days up to
It
like
gets
77,
freezing.
nights down to like 63. It's perfect.
yeah, I mean, there's been maybe 2 nights while being on the boat where I was like, I need some AC, or like miserable nights. But other than that, for the past year, it's been really good.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
one more.
how long does it take to edit the YouTube videos?
A whole week and a half.
It doesn't take a week and a half.
I know.
Like 8 to 30 hours, I would say. These videos are hard because you're trying to put things together, and I want this for memories that I want to remember. And you know, we try to say things that we think other people, it's going to be helpful to other people. But trying to chop that up and make it into a story or make it into a video, it's like 8 to 30 hours of work. It's a full-time job for very little.
For no pay, really.
I mean, well, it's not about the pay. It's just, I want to document our journey. I want to look back. It was fun going home at Christmas and watching our videos with our kids. So, you know, I just like seeing it all put together.
And after all said and done, it'll make a great book.
So, anyway, thank you for all of your questions. Like we said, if you have any more, just drop them below. We'll try to answer them maybe in the upcoming videos. And we will see you next Sunday.
Thank you for watching.
Bye. Here.